We're being joined now, Bob Schieffer and I, by Artur Davis. Mr. Davis is a former Democratic congressman from Alabama who ran for governor of that state in 2010, did not win that race, but he recently switched parties to the Republican Party, and you walked out on stage today, a reformed Democrat, coming out to speak to the Republican Party.
Yes.
And what was your message to the convention tonight?
Well, I tried to capture what I think may be the single most important political development in this country that no one's really talking about. The roughly 9 to 10% of Obama supporters in 2008 who do not plan to vote for the president today. Mitt Romney wins this election with that group by itself if those numbers stay static. So obviously my only real relevance this week to the people in this hall would be to talk about that stream of disaffected Democrats. Now, I've gone all the way to the Republican Party, and some of those folks haven't, but it's a very important stream of voters.
You know, one of the interesting things to me was about Chris Christie's speech, that he did not at any time mention the name Barack Obama. I think one time he said Mr. President.
Yeah, I did mention him in my speech.
Oh, you mentioned him over and over again.
Implicitly, but I never really referred to him as Barack
now,
Obama.
just a minute here. You said, you talked about, you said maybe the Hollywood stars and the glamour blinded us a little. You may have thought it was the glare.
Sure,
Some of us thought it was the halo. I mean, you really took the fight to him. But what I'm wondering here is, did they put you on not in prime time to throw out a little red meat to the crowd to get them warmed up?
They put me on not in prime time
because
they put me on not in prime time as most of your audience has no idea who I am. I don't qualify for prime time.
But no, was there a different, were you given a different assignment here?
I was given no assignment at all. But in all seriousness, I don't see the speech I made as a personal attack on the president. You know, I certainly had fun with some lines the president used in the past. That's what a speech does. You know, humor is always a good thing in a speech. It's not a personal speech about Barack Obama. I'm one of the many Americans who have great admiration for Barack Obama as a person. And
well, I didn't hear any of that tonight.
Well, you know, frankly, this would not have been the occasion for me to express great admiration for Barack Obama as a person. My purpose here was to talk about Barack Obama, the President of the United States, whose record I would submit has fallen short.
In 2008, you spoke at the Democratic National Convention. You delivered one of the seconding speeches that put Barack Obama over the top and made him the nominee of the Democrats. Now you are here opposing the president as a Republican at the Republican Convention. What happened?
Let me put it in context again. I get attention for what I've done because I used to be an elected official. What do we make of the other 6.299 million people who've left the Obama camp? I don't see anyone really questioning them or asking what happened with them. Maybe it's as simple as this for those of us who've left the camp. We had expectations of an Obama presidency that would really transform this country. I'll be very candid with you. I believe that Barack Obama had the potential to be the transformative president of our generation. The reality is that he is governed as the most ideological-leaning presidency in memory, and that absolutely includes people like Ronald Reagan, who often reached across the aisle. Obama's failed to do that. Barack Obama is a very good man, a very admirable story, and made a remarkable history that reshaped who we are 4 years ago. But the fairest way to judge Barack Obama today is, has he kept his promises by his own standards? Has he met his own standards of bringing the country closer together, strengthening our economy, and creating this new kind of politics that cut across partisan lines? He talked about those things 5 years ago. That was his claim 5 years ago. And with all respect to the president, I would submit that he's fallen short.
Now, what are you going to do? Are you planning to run for office now?
You know, I take every day at a time. I am going to continue to help Romney's campaign because I think Mitt Romney is the right person to fix this economy. I live in Virginia. I'm going to continue to try to help good Virginia Republicans get elected. And if they ask me to go other places to campaign for people, I'll do that.
Artur Davis, former Democratic congressman from Alabama and now a Republican speaking at the Republican National Convention.
Thanks
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.